Okay, folks, this is an interesting one. I don't know if this is a genuine article that I've got here or whether it's a copy. You know, something that could easily be replicated, I suppose, especially if it's that popular. It's going to be a tricky one, but I'm sure I can pull it off. I'm going to leave it there for now. I'm going to leave it, maybe lighten it a bit. Okay, let's see what this is. It is a t-shirt with the American department called NASA, National Aeronautics and Space Administration. I don't know if this is genuine. It could be. I did see the label just there. I'll just show you the label. So there's the label there. Made under license by Park Agencies. And it's a large. Oh, maybe it is a real deal. It's hard to tell sometimes in this day and age because people are just constantly doing this, you know, replicating and you know, they just want to make money out of it, so they make a quick dollar by making bootleg reproductions of all sorts of shit these days. You know, you just can't win because everything's about money these days, and this is no exception. And I've just lost my fucking settings. Sorry, folks. Too much blabber. Sorry. So I'm just going to set it up again. I'm going to touch that later, see what we get. Sorry about that. Happens. I'm going to leave it there, and I'm going to make the contrast. Yeah, that's come up looking a treat, actually. That's exactly pretty much what you'd want in this kind of design. So I think we can run it like that. That's turned up a treat already. We didn't have to fuck around. You get that sometimes, folks. Sometimes you get, even though photocopier art, as you've seen in some of my demos, can be really hard work, this is one of the occasional ones where you get an easy run. And it's really nice to get an easy run when you just want to complete your shit. But NASA, yeah, huge organisation. I do think maybe there's another version of this. A lot of nerds and geeks love this organisation. I just wish there could be more nerds and geeks getting involved in organisations like NASA. You know, more nerds and geeks could be a part of it instead of just being fanboys and fangirls and just wearing the apparel and that's it. It really would be nice if nerds and geeks could really partake in the life of organisations like NASA. I think with NASA you can't be a monkey and get away with it because it's that hard to learn all this stuff about space and shit. It's not a monkey's thing. It's not a thing where monkeys can really flourish. Monkeys as in people who get paid low wage for doing jobs that only nerds and geeks and toner heads can do properly, like building photocopiers, designing photocopiers, often in the tech industries they hire people whose IQs are not very high at all, and they just make shit. But I don't think NASA could afford to take a risk like that with that kind of idiocy that we find in most industries these days. So you'd hope that NASA doesn't hire monkeys to do their jobs just because they're cheap and they're willing to work for a cheap banana-like wage. Anyway, that's come up looking quite a treat. I do wonder if we're going to do a switcheroo or if we're going to leave it like that. I don't know. I think it looks good like this. I think we can now call it quits. Actually, no, we're not going to call it quits. I've just deliberated in my head that we are going to do another switcheroo just in case, folks, because I get really annoyed when I don't fully show what is possible with the piece of art that I've created, and I get really annoyed when I don't carry out a switcheroo when I feel I should have, that something better could be in that I haven't noticed. It's not easy to tell until you've actually switched it sometimes. So I just think this one might be just a little better than the first, actually. Yeah, that's come up looking even better, I think. I think we can now call this NASA demo complete.